like a little restrictive?
Cramped?
Kendra, can you maybe do a little snap and get us out of it?
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
There we go.
This feels nice.
It's like CinemaScope. Welcome to the Cold Show. We're back in the studio.
What? How is this real life? How is this happening?
Am I the only one dancing?
Caleb's
dancing, but not vocal.
I'm too astounded to dance.
This is exciting. This took so much work. Did Scott hit live on the computer for YouTube?
Yeah.
All right.
It's going.
We have literally got mission control going on behind the camera right now.
You guys don't even know. So. This looks like a comfy, delightful basement. It's not. It's a
madhouse.
It's a hell spawn.
We're all like tensed up.
How do we do this? What do I do with my hands?
If only you could see the bodies littered on the floor.
There's a lot of debris in the area, in the studio today. What? Yes, we're in the studio. What? It's true.
It's been 7 months. 7 months.
Holy shit.
It's been no wonder this place is so dirty.
I did the cobwebs. You gotta clear the cobwebs a little.
It looks good.
Looks all right.
Yeah.
We did one of those quick little montages, 80s montages, and kind of cleaned everything.
Oh my God! It is so much. I love it.
We'll have to show that to you later on. Oh, my goodness. So welcome. Yeah. It's great to be here. I'm so excited. The studio, the couch. Yeah. Freddie. Poor Freddie.
Our pillows. Our things.
Our things.
All of our fine things.
So, to start, what are we drinking?
I'm having some sparkly water at the moment.
Sparkly. Okay.
Extra sparkly.
Extra.
Like my personality.
Exactly that. And boobly.
Yeah, exactly.
Caleb?
Whiskey.
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 I'm doing the same thing. We're all doing straight whiskey right now because we're actually saving our appetite, aren't we? And we'll let you tell why.
You guys, okay, so we're gonna do our wonderful continuation of our countdown where we talk about, I think we're numbers 17 through 11 tonight of the 31 Frights, but we're also going to make a very poor life choice today. We are going to do, those fun things people do on social media where they eat wings with spicy sauces and then they try to talk and carry on a conversation. We're going to do that. We're going to do that because it's Halloween and anything can happen.
It's a trick and a treat all at the same time.
And I'm super, super stoked. Spoiler alert, we're using faux chicken, so no chickens were harmed, no chickie babies were harmed in the making of tonight's episode. I can drink to that.
It's going to be great.
Just our tongues.
Okay, so cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Friday.
Woo!
We talked about it. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
What are we talking about tonight?
I don't know. You've got a list.
I have a list. The usual. First, what's going on in your week? Anything fun? Anything worth reporting?
It's been a busy week. It's been a very busy week. I did watch one film, which I am super excited to recommend to everybody if you get the Shudder channel, which we talk about a lot, and it is called Spiral. Have you seen this or heard of this?
I've seen it advertised. Haven't seen it yet.
Highly recommend. I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I don't want to say too much. It's one of those
you
should go in as blind as possible. But it's creepy, kind of slow burn, kind of psychological, really cool, diverse cast and group of characters as well.
That's awesome. You know what? Before we get into Caleb's thing, I forgot I'm supposed to say who's in the chat first.
Oh, Jesus, Neil.
Already blew it.
Cancel it. Shut it down.
I know.
Shut it down.
That's it. I'm done. See you later. I'm sorry, guys. You're the most important part, and I freaking blew my cue. Anyway, I can't. Usually, I have my computer, guys, and I can scroll through and see who's there, and I can't right now. Maybe Scott, if he's able to scroll the chat, can you do that? Maybe you can. I don't know. So
I can.
Let me find out.
Oh, Caleb can. So, he can do it. Look at that, Scott. Can you go up to the top, Scott?
All the way to the
Yeah, so I can make sure I don't forget anyone.
Sure.
Oh,
And then we'll go down.
Okay.
So looks like we got the Madams of Mayhem in the house, Mindy and Laura. Welcome.
I like that.
That
You like that
one's
one?
cool.
Thank you.
That one's cool.
Hungry Boy, welcome back, Hungry Boy. Enoch is
Love you.
around, yay.
Yay, I'll pass this
Keep
bedtime.
going. We got yes. Keep
saw-
going. Hungry Boy is still here,
still
and
here.
Laura and Mindy are still here.
This is
okay.
way
It's too fast.
early,
We
bro.
got Mark
Oh,
from Pismo.
I can see. Okay, yeah.
Mark from Pismo.
Yep. We got Todd.
We got Todd. Thank you, Todd.
Ooh, Todd's having tequila and limeade.
Good job, man.
Yeah.
Vanilla Kenneth. We got Vanilla Todd. Vanilla Kenneth. Vanilla Todd.
Vanilla Todd.
Mark Vision's Truth. Mark from East Washington. Welcome back, my friend. Thanks for being here. We appreciate
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, all I could see that quickly as he scrolled.
And Michael.
So, and Michael. Michael is actually sitting next to us right now.
Yeah.
So, there you go, guys. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate
And
it.
if you pop in later, watch later, listen on this pod person, we love you. You're the best part of the cult show.
Yeah. Odd people. You might want to consider maybe tuning into a live YouTube show. You can join the chat
Yeah. If you can.
if you can.
Yeah.
Caleb,
Yes.
anything consumed?
Like, what did you consume?
Consumed. So I watched the first episode of Fly.
Huh?
Oh, the Haunted of Bly Manor. Yes.
Wanted to do more, just couldn't do it.
Oh, God, I can't wait.
And then I'm this close. I was to finishing The Dark Tower. So it was,
Oh, my
I
God.
was-
Last
right
book,
before I
though.
came here, I was still
Oof.
like on my Kindle, just
Oh,
trying to read as
that
much
last
as
book,
possible,
though.
but,
Oh, my
yeah,
God.
I know.
So much feels.
Have read it before, but
Yeah.
this is the second time for me. But kind of bittersweet. Want to finish it, but also don't want.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
quiet. Like you've ever read a book.
no, no.
You're like,
Never.
right? That
Nope.
feeling when you finish
Nope.
a book.
I only use books to sit on if I want to look taller. I've never read a book. So. Hungry Boy is drinking Little Fat Lamb with mango nectar, mineral water, and lime juice.
What is Little Fat
Little
Lamb?
Fat Lamb. I do not know what that is.
What is that?
I don't know.
I like it. It sounds
Huh.
biblical and strange.
Yes.
What'd you consume this week?
I did also 3 or 4 episodes of The Haunting of Bly Manor
Oh my God!
as well.
I'm
So,
so behind. No spoilers.
I won't say a word to you. I
Yeah.
promise they all die at the end. So
Well,
it's okay.
It's about ghosts.
about how it
and
works.
this one is a reimagining of the Turn
Turning
of
the
the
Screw, yep.
Oh my God!
Hopefully
so here for it.
better than that movie that came out right before the pandemic.
Oh,
In fact, Caleb, that movie might have caused the pandemic. It was so bad.
It was pretty bad.
oh, we can barely hear Caleb. Speak up.
Uh-oh. Caleb's got to lean in. Scott's got to...
Sorry.
Oh, pumpkin beer.
Pumpkin...
Just lean in closer. Is that better?
Yeah,
All right.
this
Okay.
is the time of year for pumpkin beer, and that rhymes. So good for you.
Okay.
All right. So, exciting news for those of you who live in Sonoma County or in the general area of Northern California. The cult film series is finally making an appearance and doing a drive-in event at the Luther Burbank Center of Night of the Living Dead on October 22nd at 7 p.m. So, please, if you are a friend of the Cult Show, if you've never been but you're a friend to Caleb or Sandra or me, please feel free to come on over and do what you can to support our wonderful show.
Yes, and we will be there in some form or
in
fashion.
some form or fashion, we are going to be there for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Probably serving popcorn or something, but
Most likely.
we'll be there. So mark that in your calendars, October 22nd, which is basically
It's
Thursday.
next week.
It's
Yeah.
upcoming Thursday. It was.
Yeah.
We had to put it together real quick. We're just trying to do a quick Halloween show because I miss all the cultist people that we used to have this giant family.
It was so fun.
Come on out, Not a Living Dead.
Oh, wait. Little
What?
Fat Lamb is an alcoholic soda pop. Good to know.
Alcoholic soda pop.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it taste like lamb? Like a fat lamb?
That's disgusting.
Okay.
I kind of like
Hey, Scott, it's about that time. Everyone's favorite weekly segment. This week in pointless entertainment history. Woo!
Losing our
Dancing idiots. Okay.
Hit us.
Hey now.
Hey
Caleb's
now.
favorite. Hey, Sandra and Caleb.
Yes.
You guys know, on October 14th, 1990, Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis got divorced
Aw.
I
after
didn't-
2 years of marriage.
Didn't know they were
Wow.
married.
They
at
were.
all.
Yes.
They
You're
must have
like
met on the
2 years of marriage.
fly.
They're
on
like
the fly,
the
that's right, very
tallest
good.
couple in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good.
Oh, well, that's such sad news. That's ancient history now.
It is ancient,
Yeah.
no question. So, hey, Michael.
Call and response.
Did you know that this day in 1923, Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio was founded?
That's so cool.
All right, Michael did not know this. Excellent.
I love Disney.
Hey, Scott. This day in 1925, Angela Lansbury was born.
Aw, that is producer Scott's favorite lady.
Scott, it's his. What do you call that? The
Free pass.
It's
his
a
hall pass.
Hall pass.
Scott's hall
Celebrity
pass.
crush,
Yeah, he w-
Jessica Fletcher.
yeah, Scott's raising his hand. Ah, all right. Hopefully we're back.
Stay with us. We're trying. So we got all the way through Pointless News with one. We have one last thing. Would you stop?
Scott said we should start over in Pointless News. So
Just do it like really fast.
I don't know what that means. You're doing like that. Music's playing. Pointless News. Okay.
Pointless News. Do it
Okay.
fast. Do it fast.
October 14, 1990. Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis got divorced. Did you
I
know
didn't know
that?
that. I didn't know they were married.
Okay.
Couple in Hollywood.
Let's see. Hey, Michael, did you know in 1923 Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio founded? Okay.
That's so cool. I love Disney.
Scott, Angela Lansbury, born this day, 1925. Yay!
Bed knobs and broomsticks. Murder, She Wrote.
Where's she wrote?
Love those things.
Okay, finally, this day in 2010, the wonderful Leave It to Beaver actress Barbara Billingsley passed away.
Oh.
Yes.
Never seen an episode. Don't care to.
However, she might be better known perhaps for her wonderful role of Jive Lady from Airplane, where she says the classic line, "Cut me some slack, Jack. Chump don't want no help, chump don't get the help. Jive ass dude don't get no brains in the house. Shit."
What?
Who can forget
what
Barbara
just
Billingsley in that
happened?
classic line from Airplane?
What just happened? It was like Barbara was in the room.
Channeling Barbara Billingsley.
It's like she was here with us.
This
Also,
house is clean.
Hungry Boy, God is in his holy temple. I really appreciate that reference. Thank you so much. I love you. Great job on the news.
Sorry, and that is today's day in entertainment, pointless entertainment, Neil. I mean news.
Oh my God, he said it. Pointless.
Pointless.
Neil. That's real sad.
Pointless.
Still unsynced for some of y'all. I'm sorry. Just, slightly like close your eyes and imagine it's matching up. It'll be fine.
Are we out of sync now? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay.
Still, for some people, it's fine.
All right.
Sorry.
And then finally, new subscriber alert. We have 2 new guys, Ray Sousa and Clayton George.
Hi.
Hi,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Not George Clayton, but Clayton George.
Cool.
Yeah. Welcome, welcome.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
I pause. I give to you.
Me?
I transfer the energy.
Send the energy to me. That's right, Todd. Enough tequila and you won't even notice. It'll just all be blurred. It'll all be blurred. This is all just a bad fever dream anyway. None of this is real, so it's fine. Okay, so as we talked about, tonight we are going to continue our 31 Frights of Halloween.
Yes.
Of Halloween. And tonight we are going to talk about numbers 17 through 11.
Ooh, that's a mid list.
I don't think people are going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
I think people are going to be real happy with the offerings tonight. I'm going to kick us off. You ready? Coming in at number 17, let me get my notes, is An American Werewolf in London from 1981, written and directed by John Landis, of course. Yes, round of applause.
Thank you, audience.
Round of applause. We will get there, but this is in my top like 15 horror movies. I adore this movie. So if you haven't seen it, it's about two best friends from America, David and Jack. They're backpacking through Britain when they don't heed the warning told to them by the locals, and they get attacked by a large wolf-like creature. Jack dies, becomes a ghost, and David succumbs to the curse, making him now a werewolf.
Sorry. I think Scott put the wrong poster in.
Oh, Scott put the wrong poster. Oh, it's okay.
What are we doing?
American Werewolf
in London.
In London.
American Werewolf in Paris, not a good film.
It's okay.
But it's okay. It's okay. You know what? You just got rickrolled by the cult show.
Never gonna give you
Never gonna let you down.
Let's move on. So, of course, this film won.
Fuck, we're professional.
We're so good at that. Can I continue?
Sorry.
So, of course, this.
I love Scott.
I know, I love him. He's so great. This movie won the Academy Award for Best Makeup and Hairstyling. We all bow down to the mighty Rick Baker. Love that man.
First ever time that was given.
That's right, yeah. And I have to say, I love this movie, it has a place in my heart. But after almost 40 years, the special effects still hold up.
Yeah.
It still looks absolutely perfect. This is a horror comedy, and I'm really picky about horror comedies. I don't generally think they're very funny, but this movie is hilarious. It has dark humor. It has like silly humor. Of course, a naked American man stole my balloons. That's everybody's favorite. It's got romance. It's still gory. It has a really creepy and bizarre nightmare sequence that is like highlight of the film. It's brilliant. It's one of the best werewolf movie ever, in my opinion.
One of
My
the
humble opinion.
best, if not the best, car crash scenes ever.
You know what?
Totes.
If anything, only followed second by another John Landis car crash.
Right.
From, like Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Nah.
Or Blues Brothers Part 2.
No.
Yes.
John Landis gave us a lot of good movies. Controversial figure, but there you have it. American Werewolf in London, number 17.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything?
Car crash.
Covered that.
Yeah, no, I'm not much to add other than it is a wonderful flick. I agree, and it well deserved. I think 17. I think in this range of.
Don't you dare say anything about the order. I'm so sick of this.
I'm gonna bitch
I'm
left
so
and right about the order, but I think in this case, in this mid tier, I think it is justified where it is.
Oh,
So.
well, good. Thank God, everybody. We made Neil happy.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. We are not going to talk about the order anymore because the people have voted, and this is what it is.
My mic is slipping.
It's because of your shiny, the material of your shirt. It can't cling to it.
You like it? Want to scratch it some more?
It's a really, really cool shirt. I think we all know that. I wish our whole freaking couch was upholstered in
This
this.
would be cool, huh? I
Except
saw
for
that.
we'd be like sliding off of it.
We
'cause
would.
it is.
Constant.
I
Okay.
wish it made more of a. It's pretty. Yeah, it's kind of record scratchy though.
It is. It's like a
number
wax.
Number 16.
That's me.
You're on.
Let me get my notes. Let me make sure to crinkle this real close to the
Crinkle it
microphone.
really close to the mic. People love that.
So I'm told. Number 16 is 1982's Poltergeist. Rated PG.
Cult show favorite.
Cult show favorite.
Absolutely. This is directed by Tobe Hooper. It stars Jo Beth Williams, Craig T. Nelson, Heather O'Rourke, Zelda Rubinstein. Story by Steven Spielberg and written by Michael Grace and Mark Victor. We've done a super deep dive with Michael Grace in episode 19 of the Cult Show, so you can always go back and check that out and see what Michael had to say about it, because that was a damn good episode.
It was.
It
I had a lot of
Michael's
fun.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love him. Still waiting for our X-Files reboot that he's going to write for us. I haven't forgotten Michael. So
Is he on your hall pass list?
that's different. It's like a soul thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Soul pass, yeah.
Anyway, the Freelings are your typical 1980s nuclear family living in the suburbs. It's Steve, Diane, Dana, Robbie, and Carol Ann, and can't forget E-Buzz, the dog.
E-Buzz.
You buzz. And Karen.
Anyway, things are great until odd things begin happening. Carol Ann talks to the TV people. E-Buzz barks at things that aren't there. Sorry, I lost my place. The furniture rearranges. People slide across the floor, and then Carol Ann vanishes and begins talking through the white noise of the television. Paranormal investigators are called in, and then finally, Tangina. I keep wanting to say Tangela, but not Tangela.
That's a different show.
Tangina, who is a spiritual medium, comes in to help and cleans the house of the poltergeists, the ghosts that are haunting it, because the house was built on top of a burial site.
It was.
And the
They just
tombstones were
built over
moved,
it, man.
but the bodies stayed.
Yep.
So,
So
God.
stupid.
what a good movie.
Oh my God, this movie is
Freaking
an
love this movie.
absolute classic. Everybody loves this movie, right? I mean, we did, like we talked about, we did a deep dive on it. It's a wonderful movie. Even people who don't like horror movies love this movie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like a pretty good stamp of like a classic. It's just one of those. You just have to see it. Yeah, I love Carol Ann.
Carol Ann's awesome.
Yep.
The Freelings are awesome. I love them. I really do love them as a
They're
movie
great.
family.
I mean, you gotta love the dad. I mean, just his smoking pot and reading the Ronald Reagan autobiography.
The thing about them, honestly, is my parents smoked pot when
Right.
I was growing up. And
Everybody-
I'm saying I think it was a true depiction of like
right.
Yeah.
And,
You
and,
know.
and like we talked about, I mean, Michael's just that he had that gift. Remember, he said in the show for dialogue,
right.
and
Yes.
it comes through so well in this movie.
Absolutely.
It feels
Just the
so
way they
real,
talk
the
to
way
each
they talk
other, the way
other.
they talk to each other as
Yeah.
a
Normally-
couple, where they talk to their kids.
Normally, I don't generally like white suburban families. Just
Right.
as a rule, they kind of put me off.
Are you the one that keeps doing that bad stuff in my house?
No. Me?
No.
C'est moi? But I like them.
Yeah, they're good. I like them. I
No,
love
you
it.
have to. You have to
I
like them.
like them.
That movie just it holds up in every way for me. I mean, I still it's just a great story.
Yeah.
Number one,
Perfect. Yeah.
and then the acting and the pacing of it, everything about it. It's just such a great film.
The meat.
The meat, the face peeling.
Yeah. The face peeling. Some people are talking about it in the chat.
Yeah.
You can't, I mean, the face, it's so gross. It's so great.
So good. Such a great film. I love it.
Moving on.
Hungry Boy had a great comment about American Werewolf in London, not Paris,
Not perf.
regarding Jenny Agutter. He said,
Oh,
enough said.
yeah.
I just want to say I concur 100% Hungry. Yes.
It's
Jenny.
just a wonderfully cast film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a treasure of the 70s.
Treasure Now.
And now.
She's still working.
She is. She's in that
Yeah.
one show about midwives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moms like that show.
I've heard
But
about it.
I mean, she's a good actress though. So
Yeah.
I've seen like a little bit of it because my mom was watching it, and I was like, Mervyn Lennon, like, hello, she's still got it.
Yep.
Let's move on to number 15.
15.
Oh, I'm so excited to talk about this. Another movie that was on my list. Absolutely. I love this film. It's almost a comfort film because I do watch it a lot. And that would be 1976's The Omen, written by David Seltzer, directed by Richard Donner. He's done a few things.
He's done a few things.
done a few
I heard that
things.
name before.
It sounds so familiar. Perhaps this movie. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the chat. People are funny. Perhaps this movie doesn't need a description. We all kind of know this is Damien. This is the Antichrist. This is the iconic horror movie story of an American diplomat played by Gregory Peck. Amazing. And his wife, who accidentally adopt the Antichrist when their own child is stillborn. Chaos and death ensue.
How's that for a cock up? Whoops, we accidentally adopted the Antichrist.
Well, I mean, it was an accident for them. But it was deliberate. I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
So this movie, we talked about this. We talked about this recently. Caleb had seen it for the first time. This movie won the Academy Award for Best Original Score for Ave Santani by Jerry Goldsmith. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant piece of music. It's like a Latin Catholic Mass, only with satanic words instead. So that's like...
Mm-hmm.
literally music to my ears. So Damien grew up to inherit a slew of sequels that are horrible, but I still like them. Not to mention a TV show that I love that was canceled way prematurely, and a very mediocre remake in 2006, whose only saving grace was Mia Farrow was in it. She played Mrs. Bylock.
Oh.
Yeah, she was great. The rest of the movie was one of those, like, it was like, why are we doing this?
Why
It was
did
too
you?
similar. They didn't. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're not here to talk about that negativity. So
You don't know what poster Scott put up, so they might be talking about the new one.
I had to zoom in. Did I have the right poster? There's a remake?
oh shit, she did say 76. So this movie is beautiful. It's subtle. It's based in realism. Of course, it has a curse attached to it, allegedly a curse. Recommend tuning into the Shudder Cursed Films, not sponsored, to see.
But it should be.
But it should be, to see all about that alleged curse. This film has one of my favorite tropes in horror, which is really hard to describe, but bear with me. It's a conspiracy trope where a group or cult is conspiring against the main characters, and they're like the last to figure it out, and they were just doomed from the start.
Yeah.
I love that.
You like that?
That's like, delicious.
It has one of my favorite tropes,
What's that?
which is unwieldy plate glasses.
Oh, jeez. Oh, there's some
Cutting off people's heads.
awesome, gruesome.
David Warner, that's right.
There's some awesome, gruesome deaths in this movie. I'm a big fan of the priest. I mean, I feel like
Yeah, one of my least favorite tropes is things falling on people and they just stand there and take it for like 20
Yes.
fucking seconds.
it's still
Whoa.
good though. It's still good though. Yeah.
All you had to do was
brilliant.
like step like 3 inches to the side. You would have been okay.
It still looks so cool, and I feel like the nanny jumping out the window, everybody likes that, and that one gets
Yeah.
all the attention. But the other deaths are pretty freaking cool. I like the weird, tragic ending, and I would argue that Damien is the true hero of this film.
Wow.
It's the
Okay,
story
that's an
that's
interesting
sticking to
spin.
it.
It's a hot take.
That is
Come at me.
an unpopular opinion.
Come at me, people.
Directed that way.
So I know that, Caleb, you didn't love this movie as much as I do, but you did see it recently.
I have, yes.
All right.
That's all.
Nobody has anything else to say?
Oh no, I just you're doing a great job. I like it for it's atmospheric, and I love the music, and I know that it's Kenneth, our good buddy Kenneth in the chat, is one of his favorites.
Yeah.
That's why I like you, Kenneth.
So I know for
which,
sure. I mean,
which he said better than The Exorcist.
that's what he said, right?
That's what he
yeah,
said.
that's
Oh.
right. So it's
Oh, Mrs. Baylock.
it's
is
one of those
scary.
movies you have to watch. I mean, you cannot be a film person and not watch The Omen.
Yeah.
So I don't think whether you like it or not at that
Yeah.
point, but at least you have to watch it.
You have to see it because you have to be in on all the references and all the stuff. Yeah, I like both versions of Mrs. Baylock, the OG and the remake. I agree in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, you guys aren't done hearing me talk yet. I'm gonna hit you with number 14. Okay. So number 14. You ready? You ready? Excited?
Wait. Okay.
Okay, you ready now?
Okay.
Okay. A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. So, this is from 1987, of course. Oh, yes, round of applause. Round of applause. 1987, directed by Chuck Russell, who was also one of the writers. There's a few people who are credited with writing this film. So, to recap, after being attacked by Freddy Krueger, teen Kristen, I always want to say Kirsten.
Yeah.
Teen Kristen's wounds are mistaken for a suicide attempt, and she is sent to a psychiatric hospital. There she meets Nancy Thompson, our beloved final girl from the first film, who is working as an intern therapist. Kristen and the rest of the kids in the therapy group are all being tormented by Freddy, as they are the last batch of children from Elm Street whose parents are responsible for Freddy's death. So Nancy to the rescue once again.
Yeah.
This is a favorite film and franchise of both myself and Neil. You can see we have lots of Freddy. This is kind of like a temple for Freddy Krueger.
The camera might not
in
be
the background.
wide enough to see it all,
If you
actually.
can't see it, it's there and it's beautiful.
There's lots of Freddy.
Yeah, and a lot of people like this film more than they even like the first one. So that's, yeah. I mean, I like the first one more, but I love 3. It has a great cast of characters.
Yeah.
Everyone can pick like a favorite kid, like who's their favorite, and kind of root for them during the whole film. It's got, of course, the imaginative and outrageous dream sequences and deaths that we've come to love from the franchise. And most importantly, the return of Nancy, who is a badass.
Yeah.
And love her. Great special effects. I love Freddy because he's got quips. I love a slasher who has jokes. He is delightful. And of course, there is the cheesy yet magical theme song.
Yes. Dream Warriors.
Yep.
Dokken.
Dokken.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's Dokken or Dokken.
It is Dokken.
Dokken.
Yes.
Don Dokken is the lead singer.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do y'all think? Do you like this movie?
Yeah. I everyone knows I'm a Fred head. And it's pretty clear.
We are.
So I'm sorry,
Fred
but I'm
heads.
going to give you. I'm going to relay my personal,
Feelings.
experience with this film, and that was in junior high when I was alive when this came out. People already knew that I was a huge horror film fan, but when this came out, I mean, this film was like one of the first movies to tie in MTV and horror films, and such a huge.
Because they had like movie clips in the video.
Yeah, you actually had the main
Yeah.
actor in the video, reenacting things. I mean, it elevated Freddy to that atmospheric level where he became
completely
a star.
iconic.
And
yeah.
I remember people like left and right coming up to me, just kind of like the whole, "Did you see Dream Warriors? Did you see Dream Warriors?"
Like,
And
bitch, I
I'm like,
saw it.
"Duh, I was
Yeah.
there like opening night."
I've seen it
kinda,
4 times.
So that's right. So it was great that it brought Freddy to the forefront, and it was just such a fun movie. Because, like you said, I mean, obviously, this is when he develops himself, the quips, and became that pop culture icon in here. I mean, and the kills. I mean, god dang, the puppet one, with
Oh,
the guy, and
I
mean,
partial
just
to the
and
puppet
the
one.
go for prime time, bitch, and then the worm. I mean, all that stuff is just it's
Yeah.
it's
Oh my God,
incredible.
look, even on like my coaster,
That's right.
the syringes.
The syringes.
Hello, Freddy's literally everywhere.
He
What
is
a rush.
everywhere. Yes.
And a young Larry Fishburne.
Yeah.
Still
Oh
going
my
by
God,
Larry.
he's so young. That's right, he's credited as Larry.
Well, that's what he went by for a very long time.
Adorable. I would never call him Larry.
Yeah.
Apocalypse
Yeah.
Now.
That's
Yeah.
what he was known as for quite a while.
Dang.
Great
Oh,
film.
rest in
Great
peace,
film.
John Sachs. For sure.
R.I.P. John Saxon. Yeah, we just lost
Yeah.
him recently. Very good chat. Thank you. Thank you, Kenneth.
Yeah.
You guys are a good chat.
You guys are a good chat. Good chat.
If we had little kibble, we would reward you. Good chat.
Canine crunchies for the chat. Well, we all love it. We're in agreement.
Yeah.
Let's move on to number 13.
That
Lucky
me
number
again?
13.
me?
Number
that
13 is
me?
Caleb.
Number 13 is 1980's The Shining.
The Shinning.
Wah, wah.
Oh, if you guys are new around here and you haven't heard us talk about The Shining, you're in for a treat.
All right.
This wasn't on my list. Just saying.
Really? It wasn't right next to The Nightmare Before Christmas?
No.
It was not on my list either.
It was not. Anyway, this is rated R, directed by Stanley Kubrick. It stars Jack Nicholson, Shelley Duvall, Danny Lloyd, and Scatman Crothers. Loosely based on the novel by Stephen King, written by Stanley Kubrick and Diane Johnson. What?
That was good.
Oh,
loosely.
sorry.
Loosely.
Very
yeah.
loosely based. Yeah, sorry.
I appreciate it.
Anyway, novelist Jack Torrance, a recovering alcoholic, takes a job as a winter caretaker at the beautiful and isolated Overlook Hotel, which is shut down for the winter. Jack brings his family, Wendy and Danny, and Danny is has psychic abilities, which is called the Shine. They meet the cook of the Overlook Hotel, Halloran, and is warned to stay away from certain areas of the hotel, especially room 237. Jack plans on using all the downtime to write a novel. However, the Overlook has other plans for the Torrance family as Jack becomes more aggressive and more insane.
Ooh.
There you have it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So?
You know, I said it
Keep it
before.
civil.
I finally just watched it. So, but
Excuse my
you know,
notes.
I personally feel that it is a present, and all of the effort went into the wrapping, and the present was just kind of
Kind of meh.
on the inside.
I agree. It's a little bit of a hot take that we're not the biggest Shining fans. We're all huge Stephen King fans.
Yeah.
And you actually have read this book.
No.
No, just kidding.
But I have sat on it many a time.
You actually have not read this book.
2 out of 3 of us
Have read it.
have read it and love it. I totally get why people love this film. For me, it just has always fallen a little bit short. But I mean, some of our favorite friends love this movie, have tattoos of this movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's a thing. It's a thing. And I respect that the people needed it on this list.
Yeah, no,
But go read
if
the
you
book.
like it, I'm
the book.
totally okay with it. I'm not
Yeah.
shaming you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad for it being on the list. I'm just saying, me personally, I've just never been a fan. I didn't even watch it in preparing for this episode, but I did watch the documentary Room 237.
What'd you think?
It's batshit crazy, but
Yeah, it's fun though.
but
Yeah.
you should check it out.
You
It's
should. Yeah.
it's pretty interesting, some of the theories they come up with.
So I watched it last night.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Okay,
The-
so we
the
can talk about it then.
Documentary, yeah. So, but,
So what'd you think?
so the documentary, yeah, I mean,
I saw it when it came out.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay.
It's out there.
yeah, I've been waiting because I didn't want to pay for it, and I didn't realize it was on Netflix apparently for a while. So, and I finally, Caleb's like, "Oh no, you can get it on IFC and then just quit the
It's
subscription."
been on Netflix for like 5 years.
No,
It
it's not
was, and
anymore,
now it's
though.
gone now.
It's gone though.
Yeah.
And I kept
Yeah.
putting it off, and then I finally wanted to get it, and it was gone. Anyway, yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I mean,
nuts, but it's fun, right?
The thing with the paper tray and the table and the
the
manager walks
erection.
into it and it's like an erect penis. Like what? It's a paper tray. Freaking wacko. Anyway, we're talking about the movie though, not Room 237.
We should talk more about
We
Room
should.
237.
We should
though.
maybe watch that. We should do that as a thing.
We should do that as
So-
a thing. Maybe we'll do like a triple feature. That, The
We should,
Shining,
yeah.
and Doctor
Dr. Sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
So The Shining, it's got great imagery and
It
it's got
does.
Yes.
fantastic, some great music.
Yes.
And Jack Nicholson's great. Shelley Duvall is great.
It's a lot
I
of
love
great
the carpet.
substance. God, he loves the carpet. He is the carpet.
I am the carpet. So, but yeah, it's not our favorite film of the three of us. Obviously, for whatever reason, it feels like an overindulgent piece of work.
Masturbation?
So, but it does have some redeeming qualities too. I mean, if you could take that film as a standalone movie, take it separate
Yeah.
from the book,
Yeah.
and that
If that
maybe,
book had not been written,
right,
yeah.
that's what I'm wondering is if that's part of that hatred. I don't think I dislike it as much as you guys do, but I don't think I had it on my list even. I'll be quite honest for the 31.
Didn't
I don't
make my
think
list.
I did,
Didn't make
Right.
my list.
but
Yeah.
I think Jack Nicholson is great. I love the interaction between him and the bartender, and then him and Grady. I mean, there's a lot of cool and fun stuff in it. I like the
Yeah.
red bathroom behind the bar, all the red, in that
Love
bathroom.
that bathroom.
There's cool stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would pee in the red bathroom. But,
Sure. Sure.
So, anyway,
Yeah.
The Shining, number what? 13.
That was number 13.
Ooh,
What about number 12?
number 12. Oh, it's me.
That's you.
I get to talk. Number 12, guys. Number 12, I'm telling you. This one you're going to like. You're going to like this one here. Number 12 is often considered one of the greatest horror films in modern time.
Oh, yeah.
So, 1978's Dawn of the Dead. Not rated, actually, unrated film. Yes.
Yeah.
George Romero film, of course, written and directed by, starring Galen Ross and Ken Forhey, David MG. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I always say MG. If I'm wrong, chat, please let me know. And then Scott Reiniger. obviously the film follows two SWAT team members, a television executive and the traffic reporter go off to a mall and try to basically survive the apocalypse, of the zombie apocalypse. That is the most simplistic synopsis I think that I can give for this film.
Right? It's part of the dead.
Right, and it is, yes.
Yeah.
Dawn, and obviously, it is part of the trilogy of the Night, Dawn, and Day of the Dead. Once they're in the mall, of course, then you get into the whole sociological / is the film really about consumerism? Is it about a class film where the rich get to live in the mall and the poor are, trying to get into it and they don't get anything? Or is it just about people in a mall shooting zombies? So, take your pick. But
Well, because of course Romero always liked to say, like starting with the first film, "Oh, I wasn't trying to." Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were, bro.
if he was
Yeah.
brilliant for doing so.
Yes.
I mean, you guys know, everyone knows, I love Romero.
We love a societal
we all love.
message in
And
a
we
horror
do that
film.
also.
That's a horror tradition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, so this film, obviously, I mean, I think for a lot of people, this is their favorite of the three. Dawn of the Dead usually goes pretty high up there.
It's high up there for me. Yeah.
And, again, it has all those fun things of the 70s, first of all. The blood is all very bright, very
Yes.
bright red.
Yep.
The zombies are all like a very bright kind of blue-green kind of
Yep.
color, and the thing, but they're slow zombies, which we love. I love.
They're pretty
Except
slow.
for the two kids
The two kids.
in the airport when they're gassing up the helicopter. The two little kids.
They had
Really?
come running out of the
They
door
had
and
some
like jump
sugar.
on
Oh,
him.
yeah,
and-
they must have-
Yeah.
They must
Those
have
are
been
the
on.
only two.
they had just eaten somebody who'd had a pixie stick.
Yeah, really,
So they go really fast.
They did some Lucky Charms or
So,
something. I don't know.
And those kids, by the way, were, and I'm sorry, I totally hijacked what you were saying, but those two kids were
what we
Tom
do here.
Savini's
Oh,
niece
really?
and nephew.
Oh, cute.
Niece and nephew. Oh, okay. You bring up Tom Savini. Excellent special practical effects of Tom Savini. I mean,
Love him.
love him to death, man. The use of bladders and gun explosions is just,
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
fabulous. And then, of course, there's even some gut ripping and some intestine pulling later in the
Yeah.
film when the Raiders come and him and his guy Tasso, one of his special effects apprentices at the time, come through and just raid the place, and Tasso gets ripped open with the guts, and Tom, I think, takes
So
a dive
cool.
off of that was him doing the stunt, takes a dive off the second
Oh,
floor. That was
Okay.
Tom Savini. He was just doing the
didn't
stunt.
he
know
for
actually
that.
did that. Wow.
Yeah.
And the helicopter.
Pretty incredible, right? The
Yeah.
helicopter scene? I mean, pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I think, yeah, as we kind of said. I actually really liked the remake too. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, don't come for me, people. It's different. It's different.
It's
Like
different.
there's shades of the original, but I thought that remake was a lot of fun.
I know. I think lots of people love that remake.
Yeah,
And I
it did well, and people do really
do.
love it.
Yeah, Michael says
likes
that.
the remake
Michael
more
just
than
said,
the
see, Mike,
original."
you give me a migraine when you say that. I don't want to hear that anymore.
But it is
So-
like, it's not often that for generally speaking, it's not often that horror fans are like, oh yeah, that was a good remake. But that one actually was a good remake. It was.
It's just a remake of one of your favorite movies. And
Well, that's the
so
problem.
you're like,
Yeah.
Well, and the original's still there. It's always going to
But
be there.
they
can't
changed
take
so
it
much
away.
in the remake. I mean,
You-
know.
The original will always be there, just waiting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like these movies in the order: night, dawn, day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Galen Ross, by the way, who played Francine, she was only in 3 movies.
Oh.
So she did this one, and then she did Madman, which was a slasher film from '81 or so, and then she did Creepshow. She was Becky in Creepshow, which is a gal who, with Ted Danson, got buried to her head.
Oh my god!
In the sand.
oh
Yeah.
shit, I
That
did
was
not
it.
know that.
That was
Okay.
her, yeah, and that was
Wow.
it for. And then she has been doing some producing and directing of documentaries since then.
That's cool.
Oh.
So yeah, but so of the 3 films she's done, 2 of them are Romero films.
That's really cool.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, number 11,
Number 11, the end of the list for tonight,
our last one.
but not the end
Wow.
of the fun.
Not the end of the fun. All right, number 11. This film. No, this is a good one. I think this is a good placement for this one. Actually, I'm kind of happy about this
Is this
one.
the perfect spot for it?
I Okay.
This is a fine spot for a fine
It's a fine
film.
spot for, there you go, for a fine film. Number 11 is 1986's The Fly, rated R. Yes, great film. This always makes one of my top 10s, probably, I think.
Yeah,
When I
Cronenberg film.
do it, Cronenberg, absolutely. Freaking fabulous Cronenberg film. This movie basically is about wonderful Seth Brundle, who is a scientist and inventor who basically devises software and hardware to make teleporting an actual thing. So he creates the telepods and the software to operate those telepods. And then he meets Gina Davis's character, Veronica, who is a reporter doing basically, they work for Bartok Industries. So if you watch The Fly 2, Bartok Industries is a very big player in the movie.
Still have
So
not seen
they continue
2.
that through. We're going to watch that. We're going to do that.
I'll watch it without you.
We're going to do it. Okay. Anyway, Gina Davis finds Seth Brundle through a big Bartok reception they have, all the scientists, goes back to his house. He shows her the teleportation, and then boom, there starts her fascination with wanting to cover what he's doing. And then from that cover starts a romantic relationship. And then from there just starts madness and mayhem. So The Fly, to me, is a horror soap opera, if you really think about it, because there's, I mean, it's a lot of drama between and with the relationship all made into it, you know, part of it. So, but I think this is a fabulous film. Cronenberg did a freaking great job. I love the script. It's short. Caleb's laughing at me. I'm not sure why.
No, I'm not
I
laughing.
think he's laughing at the chat.
Oh, okay. Are they laughing at me?
No, they say they love you.
There's something on my nose? What?
You're good. You're
the
good.
Fly.
You're beautiful, baby.
It's the Mike Pence
It's a Mike
Fly.
Pence Fly. So anyway, yeah. So Goldblum, who plays Seth Brundle, I love that name, Brundle.
I love that Goldblum.
You love the Goldblum. All
Love
right.
that man.
I love
So-
that Gina Davis.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great, wonderful film. I love that it's
a
here.
remake.
It is a remake.
Yeah.
One would say better than the original.
I would say, and I do like the original. I think it's a
Yes.
fun movie, of course.
Michael, does Michael like the original better?
No.
Like the remake one? Yeah.
Better.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, great body horror film.
Yeah,
It's
wonderful body horror.
disgusting. I love that. Speaking of the Mike Pence Fly, it's kind of like come back into the pop culture lexicon recently.
Yes.
So good. I think Jim Carrey did a great job, but I hope that Jeff Goldblum will play the Fly on
That'd be
SNL.
awesome.
Never seen the sequel, which I know it's got one of your favorite death scenes of
love
all
it.
time, but you have to do yourself a service if you like sci-fi and you like horror. Yeah, see the Fly.
And you like baboons turned inside out. I recommend it.
Yeah, so, question.
Okay.
Why, if you're not sure it's going to work, would you use a baboon? Why not something smaller?
Like a pedophile?
Or that. Sure. That just seems
an idea.
just seemed to me that always seemed to me very irresponsible to to first send a large
It
baboon
doesn't
through.
seem very science, right? And I don't like testing on
Like,
animals.
I mean, a parakeet would have been better. I mean, a
I really-
goldfish, a
Well,
rat,
they
you
use
know, a
something-
mouse.
No, why did it have to be a living thing at all?
Well, because the dead thing, you know, it could synthetic things. It could
Right.
it could replicate,
it
but it was
couldn't-
a living
yeah.
things. Maybe a plant. I don't know. It would have been different.
Yeah,
send
like would a
animals.
plant,
But you're
an
right,
apple
why
or
a-
something, you know?
No, don't send any
Well,
of them.
the apple looks the same. It just doesn't taste right because it's the computer is creating
Right,
something
it
that
did,
it
it did
Yeah.
do the
thinks
steak.
what it
That's
is.
right.
But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that'd be expensive too. I mean, aside
And,
from
and
the,
where is he getting these baboons?
I don't know.
He's just like ordering one off the
Today's
internet.
headlines: 2 baboons stolen from the local
You
zoo.
know, I just
but
think,
I mean,
you know, I think it was just more for shock value. It was like,
Oh, yeah, there's no
special
question.
effects are like, sweet, we
Yeah.
get to turn a baboon inside out.
And we are proud that here at the Cult Show we do not test on animals either.
just Michael, but not animals. So
No.
no.
So-
But that is that scene is so effective though with the baboon.
No,
the
you're like,
fog
oh,
clears.
disgusting. That's gross. Like, what? But I'm just going like, why? Why would you use that? And there's a cutscene. Have you seen the cutscene
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
sends the cat and the other baboon through,
What?
and then they fuse together into a Babacat.
A cat boom?
A
Cat-oon?
You would
Cocoon?
think
Yeah.
that I would love that, but I'm horrified.
Yeah.
There's a
Well,
few
and they
cutscenes.
cut it out because then after he sends it through and they fuse, he beats it with
Yeah.
a lead pipe.
Pretty brutal.
So
I've seen it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty brutal. But
Anyway,
I
but how
wanna
about
see it.
the arm your favorite arm
the
wrestling?
arm wrestling. that was
Yes.
great.
Over the top.
Over the top?
Crack. And the guy's bone pops out and yeah. Oh man, it's such a good film.
Great film.
love-
An amazing score by
Yeah.
Howard,
Oh, yeah.
Howard
Howard
Shore.
Shore.
You
He's
know,
done a few things.
He's done a few things.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, 7.
Great
Eastern
score.
Promises.
This movie really, I watched. I'll be honest. I've seen it probably like 50 times at least.
Dang.
But I hadn't seen it in probably at least 10 years. So I watched it again a couple of days ago, and I was like, even at the end, you know, I mean, I was like, oh, this is sad.
It is
Like,
sad.
you know, it's like, I know it's
Yeah.
coming, but I was still like kind of
Yeah.
sad, like, oh, she has to kill him.
It's
you know?
tragic.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
such a great film. So effective. Good job, you guys.
Good job, chat. Good job, voters.
Good job.
Yeah. Okay. I think
That's it.
we're gonna play a game.
17 through 11.
Yeah. So we got to get a little bit of prep for this game. So remember earlier when I mentioned the bad life choice thing? That's about to happen. So if you want to see us cry, I think we're gonna cry,
Maybe.
sweat profusely. Some of us might sweat.
I feel like there might be some bad language possibly upcoming.
There will definitely be some bad language, but also fun Halloween trivia and questions.
Yay! So while we set up, Scott's going to give us a 1-minute break to grab everything we need. Don't go away. It's planned.
go away.
We meant to do this.
Yes.
You're live.
All right.
Hi.
We're going to try the audio this way. We might have to make some adjustments, but just bear with us. Remember, this is a fun new thing we're doing here. So, very, very happy. Thank you guys for going with the veggie chicken for me. I love you guys.
Veggie. What are we doing? Okay. So
I teased it earlier. Oh, thank you.
okay. If you guys haven't seen, there is a great YouTube channel called Hot Ones, and they interview celebrities and make them eat hot chicken wings while I talk to them.
And we're like celebrities.
Emphasis on the like.
So, yeah, we thought it'd be fun to do a similar thing where we ate hot food whilst Scott talks to us about Halloween and asks us trivia. So, after this, I recommend go check out Hot Ones because they have a lot of great interviews and it's really fun because they're using the wings. There you go. So that's where we got the idea from. But we're using our own little thing because we're calling this Terror Trivia. Is that correct?
Terror
Yes.
trivia.
Terror Trivia.
And also, I have almond milk, which is probably not going to do anything for the heat
never tried it
factor.
before, so.
But your girl doesn't do that nasty old cow milk.
So we're
That
getting ready
belongs in the
because
cow.
we're eating hot wings. Scott is going to recite to you guys each sauce as we move through them.
And
What-
he's going to ask us
I
questions.
am.
I gave you that thing, remember?
Oh, okay, sure.
You not have it?
No, I've got
No.
it.
So we got lots of alcohol to cut the heat. We've got milk on standby. We've got water. We're gonna see what happens. So we're getting ready.
Okay.
So okay, the first
God.
wing up, Scott, is
The first wing up is
If you need me, I can do it. I might
Yeah, I
remember.
don't have it.
Okay, you look for it, and then I'll keep talking. It's a classic sauce. It's called the Classic. And do you guys know about the Scoville level? The Scoville level basically is the heat, and they range it by, I guess, 0 up to infinity. I don't know. Scovilles.
Up to Scovilles.
So we're going to start low and work our way high. This first one is 1,700 Scovilles. And it's all about, like, some kind of pepper and how much the heat for one pepper equals. I bet the chat knows, and when you guys let us know.
You guys are smart.
We'll give it back. But their first one is the Classic sauce. There's a picture up there right now, I think, correct? Yes,
Okay.
a picture for you guys to see. So we'll each grab, starting here. This is the Classic thing.
Classic. Okay.
So go ahead, take your thing.
You're sure?
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
take our bite. Oh, and these are our rags down here.
We have our rags for crying.
We're gonna take a
into.
bite. Oh, they're nice and cold. That's great.
So yummy.
That's good. Yummy.
And Scott's gonna ask us questions, yeah?
Yeah, we bite first, and then we.
Okay. Bite first.
And we'll see how we taste. This is made from the Fresno pepper, I believe it is.
This is good. Delicious. Not that spicy.
Very good.
Where's the heat?
Where's the heat, says Caleb?
All right. What is your favorite movie slasher?
Favorite movie slasher?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would go with Freddy, of course.
Freddy
Freddy.
Krueger.
Freddy.
Freddy? We're
We're all about that Freddy life.
Oh, we're all Freddy's.
Though
Huh?
Leatherface is probably second for me.
Mm-hmm.
Pinhead was also very cool.
Would we say Pinhead's a
The
slasher?
mic's down here, Caleb.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Truth comes out. Would we say Pinhead's a slasher?
I don't know.
But you love it.
He did fall into that category in the 80s, at least. He did.
Okay.
It was Leatherface, Freddy, Pinhead,
Jason,
Jason.
Michael.
Yeah. In the 80s, it's funny, because Michael had a little hiatus, as you recall.
He did.
And then when he came out in part 4, people were like,
Including us.
sorry, Michael.
Sorry, Michael. Not this Michael, other Michael.
Yeah.
Next
Okay,
is
more questions. Yeah, that sauce, by the way, sorry,
delicious.
was delicious, and it had an extra kick of garlic. There was extra garlic in this sauce.
I taste
Actually,
it.
I remember reading about it. So hopefully Scott will find the future ones. No. Oh, shit. Okay.
Doesn't matter. Just take our word for it. We can hold it up.
Do you want another question, or are you going to do the next wing?
No, another question.
Oh, another
Right?
question.
Or
Okay.
no?
Yeah, just keep them coming.
What was your favorite Halloween costume ever?
Of mine or on someone else?
On you.
On you.
On you. Gosh, it's tricky. I will say, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find the thing I gave him.
Oh my God.
I sent him a really specific.
We're like playing
very
a
laid out
game
thing.
here, and you're like on
No,
your
oh,
phone.
Oh yeah, it's all my fault.
I laid out like what the sauces are and what's in them, and why they're and the
Unbelievable.
flavor notes and everything.
Unbelievable.
How did I send it to you, Scott? Was that on email?
That is
or-
my problem. I have absolutely zero recollection.
I can't remember. I think it was.
It must have been email.
I think it was email. Check your
Okay,
email.
I'll find it. I'll find it.
Please.
Answer the question.
I spent so much time
Answer
on
the
it.
question. My favorite costume that I ever dressed up as was in high school. I was Patty Hearst in the Symbionese Liberation Army, with the gun and the beret and the whole thing. Big fan of that. Big fan of that. And also, a number of years ago, I dressed up with a group of friends as the Golden Girls. I was Rose, and we had a toddler who was not quite 1 at the time, was our Sophia. And he had a little wig.
Wait,
and
you
a...
guys had a toddler?
No, it was my friend's toddler.
Oh, you just borrowed it.
Yeah. Well, she was in there too. And it was really cute. He had the little purse and the little pearls and the little wig and the glasses and everything. And it was amazing because I love Golden Girls. 2 favorite costumes. Boom.
Okay. I think mine would have been when Pulp Fiction came out. Caleb and I dressed up as Jules and Vincent.
We did.
Cute.
And that's probably, and I was Vincent. He was Jules. That was probably my favorite because we got the wig.
We should have switched it.
We should have switched it.
Next
know.
year. Next time.
But that was probably my favorite because we
That
actually
was a good one.
that was a really concerted effort on my part to do something
You did
specific.
a thing.
Yeah, I don't think you and I are, and I hope you guys can hear me. I don't have a mic, but I don't think we're big like dresser-uppers
You are now.
Yeah.
for Halloween. I mean.
Oh my God. Baghead Jason. Yes, Baghead Jason is one of my favorite slashers. Thank you, Mark Vision's Truth, for pointing that out.
What did he say?
My Baghead Jason. My Sackhead Jason.
Sackhead Jason. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your guys' favorite costume?
Yeah.
That little moment you guys had together?
We did have a moment.
Was it great? You have that picture still?
I do have that picture.
We gotta bring that.
Well,
Oh,
Sure.
I want to see.
Yeah.
All right.
Great
Do we take a bite? and
Yeah.
have another question?
Okay, the next wing is the sauce called. You have it?
I have it.
Do it, Scott. Do it.
This is the Los Calientes by Hot Ones. Inspired by our favorite Cali-Mex flavors, Los Calientes surfs over the palate with a punchy, smoky blend of serrano and habanero chilies, sweet fruit, and tart tomatillo. A Scoville of 49,000.
This is warmer.
It's no.
Really?
Wait for it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It hits your tongue afterwards.
It's zesty.
Yeah,
It's got a really good flavor.
really
yeah,
good.
it's really yummy.
That's tasty.
And I like the name. Question, please.
All right.
Very nice.
Of the three of you, who would survive being trapped in a horror movie?
Not me.
Me.
You don't think I would?
Me. No, us. I think we could help each other through this movie, you
I
guys.
think we would.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's so many different types of horror movies that we could be stuck in that some of us might thrive better than the others, but that's why we're here. That's why we're a team. We're going to get through this together.
The
do
sauce
you think,
builds.
Neil?
The sauce builds. It's a
Sauce
kind of a
builds.
slow burn. Like it doesn't hit you right
Oh,
away.
like a good horror film, a
Kinda-
slow burn.
That's right.
That
It
Like
kinda-
The
habanero.
But it's a
Lodge.
good heat though. It's not crazy heat.
It looks like you put quite a bit of sauce on those wings, too.
Yeah,
We
it's good
toss
heat.
them.
I don't.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't all soak into the breading and it's like bad. We'll see what happens.
Ooh, what is the Bolin joke? From The Killing Joke! Oh my god, Hungry Boy dressed as Joker from The Killing Joke. Dude, you are my hero. You are my freaking hero.
Hungry Boy.
Look who
Hungry
it is,
Boy.
Lewis. Hi,
In
Lewis.
1987, before the Burton Batman came out, I went as the Boland Joker from Killing Joke. That is
Epic.
very cool.
I don't know what that is.
Very, very cool.
It's iconic book
Is it?
in the Batman Joker
Okay. Cool.
world. Yes, great book.
Nice.
You will have to read it, but there's pictures.
Well,
Pictures. Okay, good.
there are pictures, yeah.
Pictures. Is it a pop-up book?
No, but then they
Not a
also,
pop-up
but,
book.
no, but then they
The
also
Killing Joke as a pop-up book,
they also made an
Love it.
animated version of it, and they just put it on Netflix.
and it's good, but
Okay.
it's not the book.
Hungry Boy said, Sandra would survive alone. Neela would survive with Caleb.
You're still my
It's
hero.
actually very
True. True. Sandra would actually kill us both.
Right.
Eat us. To get her energy.
With some of this.
With some of this, yeah, sauce.
Yes.
Yes.
You'd be like, I thought we were gonna get through this together. You said.
Don't touch my hair.
Fair.
Okay.
All
what
right.
else? What else? Is there more?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Lewis. Hi, Lewis. Sorry.
If you could carve anything into a pumpkin, regardless of your skill level now, what would it be?
Neil's penis.
So you're gonna need a gourd. I think you will need a gourd.
A very small.
One of those little mini pumpkins.
An engorged gourd.
That's a
Ooh,
great
ah.
question. I have a different answer. I am
You have
not.
a different answer,
have a
really?
different
That's
answer.
surprising.
I do not have great carving skills, but I do like to carve pumpkins. But I'm not good at it at all. I tend to stick to a very simple face or use a stencil. There's people do some really cool stuff.
But regardless of your skill level.
I know people do some really cool stuff. It's very inspiring. I would love to do like a cool Star Wars scene with like, and then the light shine through, and it looks like, you know, maybe you got like an X-wing and a TIE fighter battle going on. I could get down with that. Yeah.
That sounds kind of.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. In case you all
Yeah.
forgotten,
Great.
2 of us are huge Star Wars nerds, and one of us is Neil.
Cheers, lady.
At least my penis is on a pumpkin.
Her penis is a gourd.
Gourd.
What are your guys' answers?
What would I? You already told me.
Well, yes, your answer.
I would carve. That is a good question, Scott. I would carve. Oh man, I would love to be able to do like a cool Freddy Krueger thing,
Ready?
or maybe George Romero's face would be kind of cool.
Do
With the
Stephen King's
glasses,
face. Yeah.
You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
No, I am in awe literal awe of people that do these amazing.
I love to watch them on the
mean,
television.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
so cool. I mean,
So
the
cool.
things they do and like just sort of etching things out instead
From
of
a
actually,
vegetable, man.
Instead of
From
cutting,
a vegetable.
like
Yeah.
lots of negative space to like make the picture. It's amazing. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm in awe.
Oh, speaking of vegetable, Lewis, since you just joined us, veggie wings. You're eating veggie wings with me, Lewis. I wish you were here. One of my fellow
I
vegetarian
know.
folk. Yeah.
He'd finally have something to eat if he were here.
Synchronicity. Lewis was talking about veggie wings just yesterday.
I love it. I guess we've got to move on to the next one.
Are we there?
This is the one that Neil was looking forward to the most.
Yeah. Scott, what's this one?
All right, this one is
Cool name.
Hellfire.
Hellfire.
Detroit by Taste No Evil. Hellfire Detroit is on a booze-infused roll that's delivering hit after hit. Newest to their lineup and joining Hot Ones Season 13 in the number 7 spot is an oaky bourbon and habanero hot sauce loaded with oaky bourbon barrel flavor. The habaneros are fire roasted and accompanied by smoked ghost chili pepper for additional earthiness and sting. Apple cider vinegar and lime juice add acidity for a bold sauce. Scoville of 89,000.
FYI, I don't think the cider does anything.
Yeah. Whoever told you that was. Yeah.
I think
It
that
does kind of make it worse, but
Sting, like the
this
police.
it's getting hotter.
Sting.
Hotter.
Like, that's the perfect word for it, but there is like a nice citrus
Yeah.
note.
It's flavorful.
Yeah, it's not like you eat it and you're like, I hate my life.
Not yet, but it's definitely hotter.
Are we throwing it away? Or
Yes.
you guys? Oh my
the
god!
Box. The box.
Wait
remember?
your whole one. Are you gonna eat your whole one?
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna wait until.
You're gonna eat the whole one of that?
I don't. Probably not. Can I get my throwaway box, pretty please?
Oh my god! Here, just like
Just leave
chuck
there.
it.
It's fine. There you go.
Chuck the wing.
It's all right.
I'm sorry, you guys. It is hot.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah, I mean it's good.
Caleb's okay though.
That's
So
getting warm.
Caleb was the one who was mad at us for making him do this, and yet he's the one who was okay with it. He's like, nah, no big deal.
How about a question, Scott?
You have to remake one film that you've already announced for the 31 Days of Halloween. What film would it be?
Remake?
You have to remake one of the films that have already been announced so far of the 31 films.
It's tough.
It's hot.
I'm gonna remake The Shining and make it better than the made-for-TV Shining, which was fine, but a little cheesy, little early '90s and mid '90s, late '90s. I don't know. And yeah, that's my answer. Shining.
Am I remaking it, or can I have anyone? Remake
Well,
it?
you're saying you're giving them the
You
green light.
a film has to be remade,
No, I
and
get
your
that,
name will be
but-
attached to it. I don't know if you have to do any work. You could probably
mean,
hire everybody.
Like
Yummy almond will.
adding on to what Sandra just said, I would have Mike Flanagan remake The Shining. 'cause I
Yes!
think he would do it justice. I
Yeah.
hope you guys can hear me.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Sit still, Neil.
I wouldn't remind making The Omen.
Get out
was
of
done
here.
already.
It was already done.
Better?
You could play Mrs. Baylock. You do great.
Probably. What about you?
I'd say Nightmare Before Christmas.
Do live action.
You would remake that?
Remake it.
Really?
Make it with people. Live
Remake it.
Did
action.
you like that movie?
Remake it. Not on our list.
Oh my god!
Just kidding. Oh man, of all the movies I've had on here, I don't think I haven't liked any of them.
Paranormal
Well, this doesn't
Activity.
mean-
Oh yeah. Well.
That doesn't mean you don't like it because you want to remake it.
They
It means
remade-
you have a vision, maybe.
I'd
okay?
probably say, yeah.
You okay, bro?
I'm great. I'm great.
Great.
I'm gonna do really good with the next two.
Oh god, I'm afraid. I think I have to go. Oh, look at that. The stream cut out. Bye, everybody.
I don't know. Pass.
No, you can't pass.
I told you, Nightmare Before Christmas. That's
Live
what I said.
action.
Live action.
Okay.
Yep. Live action with Chris Sarandon.
And we can be the trick-or-treaters. That can
There you go. There you go.
We'd be perfect.
That would be awesome.
It's adorable,
Done.
right?
That would be
Done.
great.
Adorable.
Tim
Adorable.
Burton.
That would be so cool.
Call us. We're free.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it ready. 'cause
Another wing?
I have a
Do you
few.
want to do a wing or another question?
We need both.
Okay. Well, I'll give you.
You don't wait
I'll
a minute.
give you the next question then.
Don't you guys
Do
want to
both.
wait a minute?
This is along the same lines. If for the next year every movie was a remake of one film, what film would you have remade in continuum for just a year straight?
Jesus, have to be something I wouldn't get sick of.
Wait, what?
Every movie for the next year is just a remake of one film. What film is it?
So you want to see different people reimagine it
Oh.
for a year? That's all you
For a
get.
year.
And you have to watch them all.
Tough. That's tough. I really need to see the list,
That's
honestly, on
deep.
that one.
Any film.
Any film. Oh, missed that part.
Hungry Boy is gonna say Tarantino should be remaking Dawn of the Dead.
That'd be fun.
That's an interesting one. The Wrath of Neil.
The Wrath of Neil.
The
I
questions
put a
are gonna
curse
get-
upon your house, sir.
The questions will get easier for the next ones because
Okay.
I think it's going to be one word answer time.
Yeah. Oh. The Shining still?
I mean,
I mean, you know.
that would be interesting to see different
Whoops.
people reimagine.
How could it
that.
get worse?
I don't want to see my other films remade.
Um,
Why do you ask these hard questions, Scott?
All right, is it one a week? Is it one a day?
one a month.
You would know better than I how often movies come out. Every
What-
movie,
a
like
week.
all the
So
okay,
every
so
week.
one a week.
One
Yep.
a week. So
Groundhog
fif-
Day. That's a good
52
answer.
films.
Groundhog Day. That's actually a good one.
Yeah.
Rob E says never-ending story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, Rob, how you doing?
Hi.
Oh,
Yes,
you know what would be
that
fun?
makes sense.
Okay, I've got one. Beetlejuice, because when Beetlejuice was originally a concept, it was a horror movie, and Beetlejuice was a completely different character. It was a completely different story. He actually sexually assaults Lydia. It was a whole different thing. You guys know that? Isn't that this gross?
Wow.
Because like we love Beetlejuice. It's so wonderful and delightful and kooky. But I would love to see different people run that through a filter of like what the underworld looks like, fleshing out Beetlejuice's backstory and relationship. Why the heck not? Beetlejuice. He appears.
I want you to say it 3 times.
And I'm a huge fan of Beetlejuice. Love him.
We do love him.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking like, if you should pick something that you just already absolutely hate, because
Yeah.
how could they do much worse? You know, so you could pick like Dirty Dancing.
Ugh, I hate that movie. So
I know.
goddamn much.
So you get 52 different versions for them to get it right.
Ooh,
But if it's wrong, you have
I only want to see
52
Ari
wrong,
Aster's.
52
I
wrong
want
versions.
Ari Aster's version. I want the David Eggers version, and I want the Mike Flanagan version, and that's all I want.
Not Jordan Peele.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I
don't-
love a Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele version.
yeah,
Perfect.
don't-
That's a
what
great-
I'm.
great
That's what I'm
answer.
saying. Like, don't pick something you like. Pick something you hate.
Okay. All right.
All right.
You
All
ready?
right.
So
Yeah.
Titanic.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and it gets longer every time.
It really is just one movie that lasts all year. All right,
so
the
scared.
next up is Da Bomb by Spicin' Foods.
It's really red.
Off the bottle.
What's the
We
score?
started with hot habanero peppers and blended them with smoky chipotle peppers and
Smells.
natural pepper extract to create a sauce that was lab tested at wicked beyond belief. This is a Scoville of 135,000.
It looks cool though. It's kind of like really blood red. Oh my god, Neil's so brave. He just like chomps.
And what is your favorite Halloween candy?
Jesus. That's warm.
Yeah, that's hot.
Can't even like taste it. It's hot. My favorite Halloween candy. Don't make me laugh. It hurts if you laugh. My favorite Halloween candy is
My favorite Halloween candy is.
This is so stupid.
why are we doing this?
Paydays.
It hurts.
Baby Ruth.
Holy shit.
This was a mistake. This was a mistake.
I'm gonna take a second bite.
I wouldn't do that. It gets
Oh my God, Caleb, stop.
Oh my God. It gets worse.
It hurts.
And peanut M&Ms.
I don't know my favorite candy.
Oh
I don't have one.
my God.
I like
Warm.
vegan, I like vegan gummy bears.
What was the question?
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Yes.
It hurts. I'm in so much pain.
Whew.
I have to say, this is the first milk I have drinking plain, like in a cup, in a very long time.
Nothing is helping.
Oh.
Nothing is helping. This is horrible.
I can't even hear anymore. What are you guys talking about? Oh. Halloween candy.
What I can tell you about Halloween candy.
Kit Kat. I like Kit Kats.
Why? Describe your favorite Halloween candy.
Why is it so hot in here? Why can't I feel my tug?
Woo! They're flaky and they're crunchy.
There's some chocolate.
Do they taste good? Oh my God.
I hate my life. Somewhere I made a big mistake.
Oh, what do they say? Vanilla ice cream. Okay, I'll go get that right now. Thank you.
Yeah. Fine.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
It's time to go home.
What else? Do you guys say what your candies are?
Yeah.
Vegan jelly what'd you say?
Gummy bears. The vegan ones.
Okay, last one.
Mm-mm.
Before we completely die. Oh, you're stopping?
Oh no!
No, we'll keep going, but I don't want to do it just yet.
Oh, no,
Why? It's not gonna get better.
It's time.
We have to go.
All
We're
right.
going after this.
I'm going to blank out what they are having next, and I'm going to read the description.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
This hot sauce is called The Last Dab XXX by Heatonist. 3 distinct strains of Smokin' Ed Curry's most infamous chili pepper, the Pepper X.
It's not a
Chocolate Pepper X and Peach Pepper X combined to smoke out celebrity guests and fans alike, and it is going to kill your friends and hosts of the cult show.
I'm taking the tiniest bite. I don't care. Fuck you all.
What is Pepper X? Pepper X is the world's hottest pepper. Created by Guinness World Record pepper breeder Smokin' Ed Curry of Pucker Butt Pepper Co.
I hate you, Ed.
The Last Dab XXX comes in at a Scoville of a whopping 2 million.
And that last one was 135.
135,000. This is 2 million.
I hate my life. I hate you. I hate you all.
Whose idea
I'm
was
taking
this?
the tiniest fucking bite because I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
You guys like diarrhea, right?
Oh my God, shut up. Oh my God. So it's already like, just so you know, there's studio lights. It's really hot in here. And then you eat this.
All right.
He's doing it.
You have to do it, Neil.
Don't do a giant bite, dude.
Don't. You'll die. You will surely die.
What is your greatest
Nope.
fear?
Nope. Clowns. I'm eating any more of that. I took the tiniest bite, you guys. It was horrible. I hate my life. I hate my life! That's my fear. Clowns and eating any more of that.
I feel like I killed myself in the last one.
Yeah, the
and
dead.
It didn't really get much worse.
You wait for it. Sometimes they get you. Oh.
Take a bigger bite.
Take a bigger bite.
Take a bigger
Caleb.
bite.
Not you, Caleb. Who's over here
Scott should
acting
do it.
like,
Oh, kill.
don't laugh and don't cough, because it just
Yeah,
sticks
don't
to
cough.
the back of your throat.
I think it makes the heat go down, actually.
I want to dive into a tub of almond milk.
Yeah, either that last one just killed it, or because it hasn't gotten any worse.
It's bad, but it hasn't gotten.
Well, no, it's. I mean, I'm sweating. I'm like want to fan myself, but
What are you doing? Oh my God, Neil.
Oh, Neil, what have you done?
Nothing.
I can't believe you just did that.
I mean, I can't taste anything. But
Flavor-wise, on the bomb, you can't taste the flavor. It's just gross. Fuck, that is hot. Oh,
This is a terrible idea.
oh man.
This is a terrible idea.
Sorry.
I've never drank so much almond milk back to back in my life.
But you can at least taste the flavor on the Triple X. There's flavor to it, though.
What'd you say?
What?
Help. Send help.
just so you know, tomorrow at about 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be texting you guys while I'm sitting on the toilet.
That's why you're only supposed to take a tiny bite.
No, I'm just. I'll try yours.
Oh, you didn't get anything. Okay.
I threw mine away. I threw that piece of Satan away.
Okay. What was the question again? Did we answer it yet?
I don't even remember.
Oh, biggest fear. And I said
Yeah, your
clowns.
biggest
and
fear. Oh, biggest
I
fear.
said clowns and eating any more of that. That's my biggest
You
fear.
didn't get anything else? I got a hit.
I mean, it's no worse than
Okay.
than the bomb.
The bomb.
They're both bad.
All right, my biggest fears: nuclear war,
Mhm.
being buried alive,
Fun.
heights,
Mhm.
driving over the Golden Gate Bridge while nuclear war is happening, and falling
That's specific.
and being buried alive. I just closed my ring.
Oh, good job.
You got your heart rate up from eating this nonsense.
Caleb has closed his rings. I just threw up in my mouth.
Oh my God, it hurts. It's in my nose. It's in my nose, you guys.
Greatest fear. Greatest fear. What's my greatest fear?
Worms.
Maggots.
Maggots. Yeah. Yep. Celine Dion.
Someone's coming in
Celine
and
Dion.
someone's stealing your treasure from your
Celine
focus.
Dion covered in maggots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Oh, this was a bad idea. Can I go home now?
Sorry, guys. I'm not.
He's not feeling it. Keep going, man.
Just
All
eat
right.
the whole thing.
Eat
Stop
the whole
taking little
thing.
bites. Just,
Yeah.
just go.
Be that guy. Where are my notes? Whoop.
Eat all 4 of those pieces.
Okay.
No, because this one was worse.
Yeah, that was worse. This is pretty hot. Now you feel it?
No.
No. Okay. I think the flavor helps it not as bad.
It hurts.
What are they saying? Anything? Where's the toilet paper? Sandra's snorting this sauce.
I feel like it did.
Uh,
I feel like it went. It's in
Okay.
it's in my nose.
Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
joining us. A huge thanks to Scott because he had to go through lots to set all this up to make everything work. We now know we're going to go hardwired next time. We're not going to rely on the Wi-Fi. Oh my God. Trying to talk is like what makes it bad, I think.
Yeah, it's worse if you
You
talk.
get the air going in there.
Ready for Smokey Slumber. Nice
So
one.
don't forget, we're going to have affiliate links below, as always, so you can purchase any films, and they will go to the new palette graphs we're going to get in our,
Yeah.
in our mouths.
The baboon graphs. We're gonna put it in our
Yeah.
bellies.
And then otherwise, we're going to be back at the regular time next week. Is that correct?
7.
7 p.m. 7 p.m. next week. And then, other than that, I think that's it. Roll them.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, I love you.
Really appreciate it.
I'll miss
Lewis,
you.
hungry
We're gonna die.
boy.
We're gonna die from this.
Mark from Pismo, Mark from East Washington.